Have you ever opened Instagram or TikTok feeling perfectly satisfied with your life, only to close the app feeling unattractive, unsuccessful, or behind? Perhaps you saw someone your age traveling, buying a new home, receiving a promotion, building a successful business, or appearing to have the perfect relationship. Nothing in your own life changed during those few minutes, yet somehow your perception of yourself did. This experience can be explained through social comparison. Psychologist Leon Festinger introduced social comparison theory in 1954. He proposed that people evaluate their abilities, achievements, opinions, and personal value by comparing themselves with others. Comparison is therefore not necessarily a sign of insecurity. It is a normal psychological process that helps us understand where we stand within a social environment. However, comparison becomes harmful when another person's carefully selected success becomes the standard against which we judge our entire life. The 3 directions of social comparison. Social comparison generally takes 3 forms. Upward comparison occurs when we compare ourselves with someone we believe is doing better than us. This person may appear more attractive, wealthier, happier, more intelligent, or more successful. Downward comparison happens when we compare ourselves with someone we believe is in a less favorable position. Lateral comparison occurs when we compare ourselves with people whose circumstances seem similar to ours. Upward comparison can sometimes motivate personal development. Seeing another person succeed may provide inspiration, useful information, or evidence that a goal is achievable. However, it can also create what psychologists call a contrast effect. Instead of thinking, their success shows me what is possible, we begin to think, their success proves that I am inadequate. Research involving adolescents found that upward comparisons on social media were associated with poorer self-esteem at the moment the comparison occurred. Downward comparisons were occasionally associated with higher self-esteem, although lateral comparisons were the most common. Why social media intensifies comparison. Social media did not create social comparison, but it has transformed its frequency and scale. In everyday life, we usually see people in complete situations. We see their strengths, difficulties, ordinary routines, and occasional failures. Online, we often see only the most impressive moments. People post graduations, attractive photographs, professional achievements, holidays, fitness transformations, romantic celebrations, and expensive purchases. They rarely post the rejection email, financial pressure, loneliness, argument, or self-doubt that may exist outside the photograph. This creates an unequal comparison. We compare our unedited private reality with someone else's edited public identity. In 4 studies involving 798 participants, Midgley and colleagues found that social media environments encouraged frequent and sometimes extreme upward comparisons. People with lower self-esteem were especially vulnerable to making these comparisons and experiencing further reductions in their self-evaluations, mood, and life satisfaction. A recent systematic review and meta-analysis covering 83 studies and more than 55,000 participants also found meaningful associations between online social comparison, body image concerns, eating disorder symptoms, and reduced positive body image. The cycle of low self-esteem. Social comparison and low self-esteem can reinforce each other. A person with low self-esteem may already doubt their appearance, competence, or social value. Because of this uncertainty, they may pay greater attention to people who appear superior. Each upward comparison then seems to confirm their existing negative beliefs. The person may think, everyone is progressing except me. I am not attractive enough. I should have achieved more by now. These thoughts encourage rumination, which means repeatedly thinking about distressing experiences without reaching a productive solution. The individual may then search for more validation through views, likes, comments, followers, or professional recognition. When that validation is absent, self-esteem falls further. However, research does not show that social media affects everyone in the same way. Reviews suggest that its effects are generally complex and vary according to the individual, the content being viewed, the purpose of use, and the relationships involved. Social media interactions with close friends may provide emotional support and strengthen self-esteem. In contrast, repeatedly observing idealized strangers may create greater opportunities for harmful upward comparison. Breaking the comparison cycle. The solution is not simply to stop noticing other people. Comparison is a natural part of social life. The goal is to compare more consciously. First, identify your comparison triggers. Notice which accounts, topics, and situations consistently leave you feeling inadequate. Second, question the evidence. A photograph presents one moment, not a complete life. Visibility is not proof of happiness, stability, or personal worth. Third, replace person-based comparison with progress-based comparison. Instead of asking, "Am I doing better than this person?" ask, "Am I developing compared with where I was 6 months ago?" Finally, practice social appreciation. This means learning to acknowledge another person's positive experience without using it as evidence against yourself. A brief intervention encouraging this form of social appreciation, described as social savoring, produced improvements in aspects of self-esteem among young adults. Social comparison becomes dangerous when another person's success is interpreted as proof of our failure. Their achievement does not reduce your value. Their timeline does not determine your deadline. Their public image does not provide a complete account of their life. Healthy self-esteem begins when you stop asking whether you are better than someone else and start asking whether you are becoming a healthier, stronger, and more authentic version of yourself. Remember, another person's success does not reduce your value, and their timeline does not determine your future. Did you enjoy this video, and have you ever noticed social comparison affecting your confidence? Share your experience in the comments below. Please like this video, share it with someone who may need to hear this message, and subscribe to the channel for more psychology, personal development, and mental well-being content. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.